Welcome back to TechGuideFX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Polygon Matic, whose current price stands at the $0.7357 mark, and here on TradingView the market is down by 4.23%. The whole market over here, as you can see, the whole market is on a downtrend, and I believe this is as a preparation of what we are expecting tomorrow. Tomorrow we expect to see a Federal Open Market Commission, which is a meeting that gives us the outlook of the US economy and also the monetary policy options of the US, and we expect the Feds to raise the interest rates, and that decision will have a major impact on the cryptocurrencies and also other markets. So we need to keep that in mind, that we have a major event tomorrow, that is on the 27th of July, and that meeting will have a very major impact on this market. So going back to the Polygon Matic so that I can give you the key scenarios that I expect to play out over here. I'll be basing my analysis on the Elliot waves and the Fibonacci's and also the key areas of support and resistances. If I kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart, Polygon Matic has been seeing lower prices from the all-time high in this ABC correction, which has now taken us to around the $0.32 mark, and having done that, I believe Polygon Matic has done the minimum that we expected that ABC correction to the lower side to do, and soon we might see a pump to the upper side in this Elliot wave pattern, having a wave 5 taking us back to an all-time high. And here on the charts I also have this yellow target here on the screen at around the $1.91 mark and the $1.62 mark, which is the target area for that wave 1 to the upper side, and that I'm basing it on the Fibonacci's. So if I apply the fibs here connecting to the all-time high, you can see that that yellow target lies between the fib level 0.618 and the fib level 0.5, which is the minimum that I expect that wave 1 to the upper side to do. I also have this yellow Elliot wave pattern over here which is playing out, and for those that know how to apply the Elliot waves, you know within a wave 1 we need to see fractal waves, and I believe that is what is information over here. So in this wave to the upper side I expect to see another 5 wave to the upper side, and I believe that is the movement that is playing out. And if I jump to the 4-hour chart so that you can see that better, here on the 4-hour chart, as you can see, I expect us to continue seeing this Elliot wave pattern, having a wave 5 completing this first wave of that Elliot wave to the upper side, and in that wave 5 I expect us to land at around the $1.91 mark and the $1.61 mark as a minimum. And if I also get into details of these waves that we have over here so that we can see whether these are valid Elliot waves, from that move, once we made that major pump to the upper side in that wave 1, I expected a retracement to the lower side in a wave 2, and if I use the Fibonacci's to see whether the wave did the minimum that we expect a retracement to give us here on the charts, connecting to the high of that wave 1, you can see that the price of Polygon Matic respected the Elliot wave, the Fibonacci's, having come down to around the fib level 0.82, and then we saw a major pump to the upper side in that wave 3, which I believe has also come to a complete, because I had a target area here on the screen on the charts at around the $0.93 mark, which I was basing on the trend-based Fibonacci's. So if I apply the trend-based Fibonacci connecting to the high of the wave 1 to the low of the wave 2, that gives us a target area at around the $0.93 mark, which is at the fib level 1.618, which is the minimum that I expected that wave 3 to the upper side to do, and it respected that. We even overshooted that key target area and went to around the $1 mark, and now we are seeing a retracement to the lower side in a move which I believe is the wave 4. And in that wave 4, because it's a retracement for that wave 3, we can use the Fibonacci's to try and get a target area for that wave 4, which is the minimum that we expect that retracement to the lower side to do. So if I apply the fibs, you can see we have a target area at around the fib level 0.618 and the fib level 0.5, which is within this yellow target that I have over here. That is at around the $0.78 mark and the $0.71 mark. That is the minimum that I expect us to retrace in that wave 4, and Polygon Matic has continued to respect the Fibonacci's, because you can see in this move to the lower side we are now trading within this yellow target that I have drawn out here on the charts using the Fibonacci's. So we are in the perfect retracement area for that move to the upper side in a wave 5. In this move to the lower side in the wave 4, this is an ABC correction, because a wave 4 is a corrective move, and I expect us to have that wave C continue extending to around the $0.71 mark as a minimum, so that we can complete that wave 4 to the lower side, and then expect a very nice bounce to the upper side to complete the first wave to the upper side. And we also have invalidation points on this chart at around the $0.62 mark, where I have this white dotted line, because once the price of Polygon Matic continues to retrace to the lower side in that wave 4, and we get to around the $0.62 mark, that will be invalidating the Elliot waves guidelines, because the wave 4 to the lower side should not overlap the high for that wave 1 of the Elliot wave. So we need to stay above the $0.62 mark, and within this yellow target, that is the perfect area for us to find that reversal to the upper side. That brings me to the very first scenario that I expect to play out on this chart. It's possible that we maximize that yellow target and then find a nice reversal to the upper side, and in that movement to the upper side we need to break above this key area of resistance at around the $0.78 mark and have a retest, and then we can continue pushing to the upper side. Once we manage to break above this high that we made at around the $1 mark, then that would be confirming that we have a breakout to the upper side to complete that wave 5 to the upper side. And it's also possible that, depending on how the meeting that you have tomorrow will affect this market, it's possible that we might lose the area at around the $0.72 mark, which is within our target area for that wave 4, and then continue pushing to the lower side. But I expect us to stay above the $0.62 mark for our Elliot wave count to the upper side to be valid. And if I also take a look at the indicators, here on the indicators you can see that the RSI, on the RSI we are trading in the oversold region, and that would mean we have massive room for us to continue pushing to the upper side once we have that reversal to the upper side. And also on the MACD, here on the MACD we are seeing an increase in the selling volume, and soon we might print something. So let's be patient and see what the Polygon Matic chart will print here on the MACD, and I'll keep you updated on any movement that plays out.